As of tomorrow, Washington's drug law will no longer have a 3 strikes rule. Police will be able to arrest those caught using drugs on their first offense. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell spoke to the Kittitas County Sheriff's Office about what this means for people found in possession of drugs after years of confusion surrounding the state's laws.
3 years ago in Washington state, if your friend had drugs in their bag and you were caught holding it, you could be convicted of drug possession, even if you had no idea the drugs were there. The state Supreme Court changed that when they overturned the state's drug laws as unconstitutional in the Blake decision in 2021.
There was a period when there was no law about simple possession of drugs.
Then lawmakers passed a new law that made drug possession no longer a felony but a misdemeanor and put in a so-called 3 strikes rule, preventing police from arresting someone for their first 2 offenses.
Instead, you had to just inform that person about the option of recovery services.
But with no one to keep track of how many strikes a person had or whether they sought treatment afterward,
the result was it was an unenforceable mess.
Now, state lawmakers have passed the Blake Fix bill, which bumps drug possession from a misdemeanor up to a gross misdemeanor and gets rid of the 3 strikes rule.
While it recognizes the need for a swift and direct authorization to enforce the law against drugs, it also recognizes that the point of that enforcement is not just to stick people in jail, because that's not going to help.
That's why the bill also contains funding for treatment programs, facilities, and diversion programs, like drug court, where people who need treatment can go through the program instead of going to jail. But
in Kittitas County, our programs are very limited. I mean, they exist, but we fully expect that they're going to get strained.
Authorities say to keep up with that demand, those treatment programs will likely have to grow, but say funding included in the Blake Fix bill for rural treatment programs should help. In Kittitas County, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
And the funding provisions and the increase up to a gross misdemeanor took effect on the 1st of July. The 3 strikes rule is still in place. That changes tomorrow.